This transitions us back nicely to how the gods became corrupt and God's plan for redeeming the nations, because their corruption can be found in Psalm 82's 8 verses. A psalm of Asaph. God stands in the congregation of the mighty. He judges among the gods. And now God's going to start talking to him. How long will you judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? Defend the poor and the fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and needy. Deliver the poor and the needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. I have said, you are gods, and all of you are sons of the Most High. But you shall die like men, and fall like the one of the princes. Arise, O God, judge the earth, for thou shalt inherit all nations. In verse 1, we see God is having a meeting with his divine assembly in heaven. If you were to skip over to Psalm 89, is that you would see the same type of language in verses 5 through 8 that clearly put the assembly of the heavenly saints in heaven, which corresponds really well with the watchers that we read about in Daniel 4. The difference with Daniel 4's angelic host and Psalm 82's group is that they went corrupt, whereas Daniel 4's still remained loyal to God. So, because of their corruption, is that God called for a meeting in heaven and called out those gods that were set over the nations and told them that they were being judged for not ruling and administering justice according to his will, i.e., they became corrupt leaders. And as they became more corrupt, the gods eventually started accepting worship and sacrifices from people that rose all the way to the point where people were even sacrificing their babies on brazen altars, like to the Canaanite god Molech. The Canaanites were so far gone that by the point of Joshua's conquest that they deserved God's judgment and deserved to be completely wiped out. So, because of their rebellion, is that God pronounces judgment on them by saying that they are going to die like men. Now, if I was to go up to any person and say, you're going to die like a guy, you'd be like, well, yeah, I'm a human. I know I'm going to die. But you say that in this context, you can see it's like, oh, they're getting referred differently here. They're going to die like men. That means that they're not regular men. So, in this statement is that you have God not just pronouncing judgment on them, but that he is also declaring war on them because he knows that they're not going to go down without a fight. And that is the backdrop of the sons of God being stationed over the nations at Babel and later becoming corrupt, to where we see 2 of those 70 being referenced in Daniel 10:20 as still having authority over Persia and Greece. And this worldview extends all the way to Paul's statements about how we are at war against the evil spiritual beings and not flesh and blood, and that one day we're going to judge angels like in 1 Corinthians 6:2.
Reminder, hit the subscribe button below, turn on the notification bell, hit the like button, and leave a comment. And don't forget to visit us at justscripture.org. And in the meantime, stay salty.